And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk program. Got a great one lined up. Absolutely. We've got the biggest banks, the biggest financial companies in the world coming together to set up crypto exchanges and securities trading, and they're using two particular cryptocurrencies to get this done. I don't care about prices right now. I mean, I want prices cheap because I'm buying this shit up. I spent my whole month's allowance money on crypto. I get 1 whole month of allowance money like on the first of the month, and it's gone. As I make these shows, I'll tell you which cryptos I bought and why did I buy them. There are some cryptos that I wish I had the money to get. Maybe next month, I don't know. But now's a good time to accumulate. Now when the prices are low, everybody, I want you to see. You don't, look, it's not time to sell. That's so fucking stupid. All these other channels are like, oh, I'll show you where to sell at, your exit point. I'm like, wow, that's so fucking stupid. That's embarrassing. A human's that fucking retarded. Right now is the best time to buy. Now, if it dips anymore, then that'll be even better time. But I got to wait now till about, let's see, May 1st. I got to wait till like May 1st before I start buying crypto. I will tell you today, the cryptos that I bought, I worked it into the show. One of them I didn't work into the show. It was worked into yesterday's show. I already told you. Watch yesterday's show and you'll know what cryptos I bought. First 5 people to the show. First off, my name's Crypto Hulk. Not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor. The biggest drug addict on the planet. Before every show, about an hour before, I inject about 3 ounces of heroin into my veins, snort 6 lines of cocaine, about 4 millimeters wide and about 30 millimeters long, something like that. Comes out to about half a pound. I take some roofies, some E-pills, smoke a little angel dust just to get a little kick going, PCP, you know. And if that don't kill me, I drink about 30 ounces of vodka and start the show feeling like a champ. So every show I've ever made is drug-induced, including water chillers, if I'm in the cold plunge or whatever. Any video, any comment I ever make is so fucking high. All right. There you go. There's my disclaimer. Let me go through the channel here. Only 6 lines. Rookie. Oh, my God. Puff, puff, pass. Don't forget the bath salt. Oh, yeah. Danny Boy got in trouble. He bought some silver. That'll happen. Like I said, you know, only invest what you can afford to lose. Don't overbuy your crypto. Make sure you got enough silver. If you're rich like that, get gold and silver. But if you're poor, just get silver. I sell silver on this show. Look down and below this program. You'll see silver coins for sale. Stephen Morris says, I did 10 lines just to make it through the hour. Oh, my God. My daughter's 9 and 11 years old. Love your show. That's not recommended. I mean, you know, the content's not for kids. I guess the parent could explain it's all fake and stuff. And, you know, it's part of how I look. We need a laugh on the show. I seriously do. Looking at these fucking crypto prices. Now, look, it's bad and it's good. I look at the crypto prices. I'm like, damn, you know. But then again, it's good because I can buy cheap crypto. Later, when these prices are expensive, I'm going to thank myself for it. So that's just how I'm looking at it. So, yeah, we joke about shit on this program. It's not really a child's program. I mean, you could break it down to the kids and make sure they understand things. It's not really a show that I really want little kids watching, but I just don't think that's probably a good idea. But okay, let's go. Oh, here we go. Let's start off with the biggest one. This is absolutely enormous. Let's start right here. I want you to see what America's oldest bank, BNY Mellon. BNY Mellon, America's oldest bank, and a Fireblocks customer investor, just like the sponsor to my channel, Caleb and Brown, utilizes Fireblocks. So does BNY Mellon. BNY Mellon, listen to this, launches a new blockchain accounting tool with BlackRock as the first client. Are you hearing me? This is so massive right here. Let me go. Let me read this thing because on Thursday, yesterday, the Financial Bank of New York Mellon announced its latest crypto offering. A tool, now listen to this. Bank of New York has a tool that provides up-to-date data about a particular investment fund. And it tells the net asset value or the NAV, net asset value, directly on a blockchain. This reflects the growing sophistication of a new class of tokenized funds operated by firms like BlackRock, which will be the first to use the new BNY tool. Now, let me tell you something. This is Chainlink, in my opinion, which is mixed in with Ripple and all this stuff. BNY Mellon's a Ripple partner. I want you to see what's going on. The launch represents a fresh foray by Bank of New York into the volatile blockchain sector. Look, there ain't nothing volatile. These banks are not getting into no kind of crypto stuff that's volatile. What we're seeing here, everybody, is it's becoming not volatile because we're going to have regulations. Oh, yeah. Tokenization. Banks don't get into dumb shit, okay? Let me explain that, or let me just state that, okay? This BNY Mellon knows what it's doing because right now we're at the verge of banks getting into crypto and everything's going to be smooth. Just like that, okay? That's where all this goes, from all this FTX and all the dumb shit and the rug pulls and shit to just boom, calm. That's where it's all going. Why is America's oldest bank getting into this blockchain? They have a tool that has an oracle in it that's going to tell prices and values of things. That's Chainlink. That's a Ripple partner. BNY Mellon is a Ripple partner. I want you to see all this crypto. America's oldest bank just started a fund and BlackRock signed up. Volatile crypto. That's so fucking stupid. Who's the article? Who wrote this article? Leo Schwartz. Quit being a dumb fuck. Get another job. Do something else. Be a garbage man or something because you can't write for shit. This is so fucking embarrassing. The launch represents a fresh foray into the volatile blockchain sector. Wow, that's so fucking stupid. Which has been buoyed by favorable U.S. regulator landscape by President Trump, pushes a pro-crypto agenda at every level of government. In March, BNY head of digital assets, Caroline Butler, testified before the House Services Committee on Stablecoins, talks about embracing blockchain technology and connecting the traditional and digital assets. Look, everybody, all the traditional investing stuff is now switching over. I'm showing you this. We are seeing an evolution of the financial world right now in front of you. I'm showing you. Get the cryptos that we talk about on this program We're going to talk about some specific ones that are involved in this. You've got America's oldest bank. You've got BlackRock, the world's biggest asset manager. They got like 13 trillion in assets. The two biggest ones. I want to invest in some kind of crypto that's in that. That's what I want to get into. They're not getting into a volatile blockchain sector. What's his name? Leo Schwartz. They're not getting into a volatile sector, dumb shit. This is going to be so calm, peaceful, and quiet. That's why they're getting in, because they're going to make trillions of dollars. They're not getting into volatile, dumb shit. Let me teach Leo a lesson. Banks are very risk averse. They don't want anything to do with risk. Investment companies don't like investing in dumb shit, okay? These two entities invest in what they know they're going to make billions of dollars in. It's not volatile. Maybe for you and me or something, but not for them. They're going to have it all set up to where everything's regulated and ready to go. And then people are going to be like, oh, man, I should have got those cryptos. Crypto Hawk was talking about, oh, shit, I didn't want to get in crypto because like Leo says, Leo, the guy that wrote the article, Leo Schwartz says crypto's volatile. Oh, I shouldn't have listened to Leo. Fuck. I'd be better off listening to Maxine Waters. Oh, jeez. Screw Leo. Leo needs to go suck some, you know what, Oscar Myers. All right, let's continue with this dumb shit. We're talking about on-chain data. BNY Mellon wants to give their customers on-chain data. Let me get out of this article right here. They talk about BIDL. We're going to get into BIDL and all this. This is Ondo. So the first crypto we need to talk about is Ondo, O-N-D-O. That's one that my friend needs to buy. Ondo. Now, here's an article here on Chainlink. Now, Chainlink's a crypto you could get, but it's very expensive. But nonetheless, this is what I believe. I believe BNY Mellon, BlackRock, Ripple partners with Chainlink to boost Ripple Lab USD stablecoin in DeFi markets. Notice, Ripple Labs comes out with the RLUSD for what? DeFi. What's Flare used for? Oh, shit, Crypto Hulk. Flare's a Ripple partner. They're using DeFi. That's what Flare's all about, is DeFi. What's this article talk about? DeFi. What crypto you need to get? Flare, FLR. All right, let's continue. And if you can afford Chainlink. Chainlink price feeds. You know what Chainlink does? It's oracles, and it feeds prices in real time, so everybody knows how much has been sold. How much is this fund worth? What are the 24-hour? What's it like in the past hour? Chainlink is feeding all these informations with their oracles. Chainlink price feeds enable secure real-time DeFi transactions on Ethereum and the XRP ledger. Here's an article right here. BNY Mellon, Ripple partner. Look at it right there. So what does that mean? If you don't got XRP, get some of that shit. XRP King Duck, thank you for the tax-free donations. Here's the article here. Ripple and BNY Mellon partner to what? Revolutionize asset tokenization in finance. Ta-da! Ripple partner right there. Now, let's get into this article here. It's the same players. Let me do a copy and a paste. I need you to follow me. I know it's kind of long, but what I'm showing you now, this is where all the big dogs are doing. I'm trying to show you what the big dogs are doing. They're not running away from crypto like the retail people. The whales are not running away from crypto. They are getting all set up to sell because your stupid ass ran away from crypto and they're coming in, setting it up, buying. They're going to start buying it all up with the quickness. They can buy 1 billion shares just like that. Bam. All of a sudden now the price of XRP, they can go in to what? So here's how it's done. Let me show you. They can have block sales. Are you aware of this? Just like Ethereum had a block sale. What's that, Crypto Hulk? Here's how they're going to do this. I'm showing you right now how these dumbasses are going to get their crypto at so fucking cheap prices, okay? What they do is they have a block sale like Ethereum had. A block sale is when a developer, let's say Ripple Labs, right? Let's even like Ripple has done. They'll say, oh, BNY Mellon, you want 10, okay, BNY Mellon, you want to buy 1 billion XRP? Okay, we'll set aside a block of it and sell it to you at this price. You won't have to go to exchange because every time they buy, the price goes up, right? But if you do a block sale to 10, 20, 50 banks, oh, you do a block sale, then the price stays the same. Interesting. You could sell BNY Mellon a whole boatload of XRP at $2.10. And you can go to Wells Fargo and this and that and sell them all at whatever price you want. Now, if it's on an exchange, the minute somebody starts buying, the price starts going up, right? Ethereum didn't have that. They had a block sale. So you can do that with crypto. That's how all the shit's going to work. Here's the next title of this article here. Let me do a copy and a paste again. Okay, what's this article about? BNY Mellon. Now, this article here is like 4 years ago. BNY Mellon to bolster digital solution capabilities with planned acquisition of fund management technology leader Millstone Group. So 4 years ago, BNY Mellon comes in. They're working with Milestone Group. The companies formed an alliance to create a suite of oversight to use NAV, N-A-V. Right there. This whole NAV thing, we take it back 4 years ago. NAV, the transaction with Milestone, the latest demonstration of BNY Mellon's commitment to support clients across the investment. So all this NAV stuff, they started 4 years ago. Can you imagine how far they're along? I mean, I just heard about NAV recently. Now, all of a sudden, this shit's been around for 4 years. Oh, shit. Yeah. Now, let's take a look here. This article is not quite, it's about 6 months ago. Now, this is what got me to buy ZK Sync, okay? So here's the crypto that I bought. 25% of my monthly crypto went to this one. Here's an article. Chainlink and 8 major market participants launch an AI-powered corporate actions initiative to address unstructured data challenge for the financial industry. Chainlink announced today that the results of an industry initiative that harnesses the combined advancements of AI, Oracle's blockchain technology, and to address the lack of real-time standardized data around. So what we got going on here? You've got UBS, Ripple partner, Franklin Templeton, Stellar partner, Wellington Management, Vontobel, and Signum Bank, Ripple partner. They are working with, listen to this, Hyperledger Besu. So that's IBM. We know that Hyperledger is Stellar, working with them. You got Avalanche in on this and ZK Sync. And then bam, that's when I said, fuck it. I'm getting me some ZK Sync on Caleb and Brown, okay? Chainlink is going to be giving Oracle's, using their oracles to relay price, fund, and all this kind of information. All right. I missed out really in investing in Ondo. So this is what I'm trying to do is get ZK Sync. This is a project where, again, we got Signum Bank, Franklin Templeton, UBS, Chainlink, ZK Sync. And I'm like, I'm not missing out on this. So I looked into ZK Sync and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get into some of this because you got IBM in this. You got some big names in this project. And when this starts to take off, and you know what? I've been seeing ZK Sync popping up constantly in the news. So this is just me. I don't want you to copy me. I'm just letting you know why did I get ZK Link? And that's because it's involved in this project here. Chainlink is popping up a lot. I'm trying to stay with the winners, right? I'm trying to swim with the sharks, not against them. So I start seeing big names, UBS, Franklin Templeton, Wellington Management, Signum Bank. Then I start seeing IBM Hyperledger. Then I see Avalanche and I see ZK Sync. Bam, I'm getting that shit, okay? So that's why I got that one. Now let's talk about Ondo real quick. BlackRock wanted to tokenize. So they wanted to tokenize treasury bills. So they hired a crypto company called Ondo. That's one you might want to consider buying. Okay, it's like 80 cents or something. It used to be $1.80, so now it's like 50% off sale. Now, Ondo needed a little help. So Ondo hires a company called Axelar. Axelar is a Ripple partner. That's another crypto you need to buy or look into. Wuta Beta, thank you very much for the tax-free donations. So far, so smooth. On to Caleb and Brown. Thanks, Hulk. They're great people. Caleb Brown. Caleb Brown is not an exchange. And that's a good thing, as we talked to Caleb Brown the other day on the show. Caleb Brown told us that your crypto is held in custody. It's not loaned. It's not staked. It's all right there. It's all right there. They're holding your crypto in Fireblock's custody. So here's the link. Caleb and Brown. I'm going to talk about it real quick because they're an important part of my show. I've made that company part of my show, and that's for show because I'm buying crypto again. I used to not buy crypto. I bought it back in 2000, and I stopped buying crypto May of 2020. So that's when I stopped buying cryptos, 2020. And I saw Caleb Brown. I studied it. I looked on their website. I called them up. I asked questions. And what they do is they lock up your crypto in custody with Fireblocks. Let's say they go bankrupt. That was somebody asked the question, what if they go bankrupt? Well, they don't use your crypto to buy and sell. So your crypto is locked up. Now, if you tell them, I want to buy 3,000 brand new crypto coin or whatever, then they will take the money that you have to go buy it. But what a lot of these other companies do is they use, okay, let's say they need to make a trade, some exchange. An exchange will take some of your crypto to make an exchange. No, at Caleb Brown, it's all separate. Your crypto is custody. It's locked up in a vault we call Fireblocks. Nobody touches it unless you tell them to sell, buy, swap, trade, whatever, yours. Crypto exchanges will utilize people's crypto on the exchange. That's because they're market makers. Caleb Brown has liquidity providers that they get crypto from. They don't dig in the piggy bank, okay? They don't dig into their customers' crypto for trading. They use liquidity providers for that. So that was, I appreciated them being on the show to answer these questions. But let's go on to the next here. If you want to verify that Caleb Brown uses Fireblocks, contact your broker and they can provide you evidence for that. He answered that question during the show. If you want evidence for it, contact your broker and they'll provide it for you. Ondo Finance and Axelar. So BlackRock and we're back. I guess I talked about Caleb and Brown and they shut the channel. I talked about Caleb Brown, right? And all of a sudden, in a minute or two, the show gets cut off. So, wow. So let's look here. So Ripple and Axelar are partners. There's your evidence for that. Let me share it for you. Do a copy and a paste. Okay. So we're done with that article. What we saw was BlackRock, BNY Mellon working together. BNY Mellon has something called NAV. What I say it is, I say it's really Chainlink, because Ripple and Chainlink are partners that we looked at, and Ripple and BNY Mellon are partners. And BlackRock all involved in this. Then that leads in Ondo, which is a crypto you should get. XR, which is a crypto you should get. XRP is a crypto you should get. And that just about does it. There's all your connections right there. Bought HBAR and sent straight to Caleb and Brown. Yeah, and the people are like super easy to talk to. They make shit as easy as they can to understand. And they're going to XRP Las Vegas. So I'll stop by that booth and hang out. I'm not really going inside XRP Las Vegas because there's nobody in there I need to listen to. It's going to tell me a fucking thing. Let's go here. Latin America, the largest bank of Brazil, the largest bank of Latin America, is going to make a stable coin. And I wonder what crypto they're going to use. Let's take a little look. Latin America's biggest bank considers an in-house real stable coin. This article's dated the 3rd of April. The bank's name is Itaú Unibank. That's ITAU apostrophe or whatever the fuck that is. And then Unibanco, UNIBANCO, 2 words. The largest bank in Brazil and Latin America. Hello. Is exploring the creation of a real pegged stablecoin as it awaits regulatory clarity from the central bank's ongoing public consultation. Unibanco is considering to issue an in-house stablecoin pegged to the Brazilian real. Says that's the guy speaking at the event. Guto Antunes, the head of digital assets at Unibank. Antunes also expressed support for self-custody of stablecoins, a topic that may face restrictions under the proposed framework. Okay. Now, Let's look at who is a Unibank partner. Let's take a little looky-loo. Oh, we got Bobby Driscoll. Gave some money for the Vegas fund. That money right there, my government doesn't get it, and YT can't put their grimy, dirty hands on it either. That tells the algorithm to go fuck off. So let's read this article here, just the title. Ripple adds Itaú Unibanco to global payments network. Well, when was this, Crypto Hulk? 7 years ago. Let me tell you something. I got to hit the bullshit meter.
ULLSHIT. That's bullshit. Attention, the bullshit meter has detected major BS. Confirmed. That's definitely some bullshit.
Now, what's bullshit about all this is you got 7 years ago, Brazil's biggest bank, Latin America's biggest bank, becomes a Ripple partner 7 years ago. And all of a sudden now they're like, yeah, we're going to look into a stable coin. I almost had to hit the bullshit meter 3 times. Let's read the article. Ripple, developer of the enterprise blockchain solution for global payments, announced the expansion of its network into Brazil and India. Oh, that's wrong. That is a lie right there. Let me show you why it's a lie. Oh, I caught him in a lie. Okay, I got to hit the bullshit meter.
Bullshit! 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 That's bullshit.
Okay. I'm going to show you why that's bullshit right now with evidence. Ripple was in Brazil in 2014, setting up gateways all over Brazil. Freedom rings. Thank you very much for that late fee. Tax-free donation. Look at the evidence right here I just sent you. So that article is trying to tell you, Ripple, what does it say? What does it say? Unibank. Well, let me just continue here. So, yeah, Ripple. Okay, Ripple adds Unibank. It shows it 2018 right there. Now, if we look at this right here, Latin America's largest Ripple gateway launches in Brazil. A Ripple gateway launches in Brazil. This is the second one. What's the date on this article, Crypto Hulk? 2014. Well, that's 4 years before the article, Crypto Hulk. And this is the second Ripple gateway. The first one's Ripple LATAM. If you go to my posts page and scroll down a little ways, you'll see Ripple Latin America, 2013. So 5 years before they even announced it. But let's look at it like this. We're reading an article by Unibank saying they want to have a stable coin. Ripple has been in Brazil since 2013. That's 12 years. Do you see? I got to hit it again.
You gotta be kidding me. That's 3 gallons of bullshit in a 2-gallon bucket.
So in 2018, this article comes out saying, oh yeah, Ripple's joining with Unibank in Brazil. Well, Ripple's been in Brazil since 5 years before that article even hit. So, and then all of a sudden now in 2025, like 12 years ago, Unibank's trying to say, oh yeah, we're coming out with the stable coin. Dude, you were Ripple partner 7 years ago. We know for a fact in 2018, at the latest, Unibank was a partner of Ripple in 2018. So 7 years ago, and you haven't done anything with stablecoins with Ripple, right? That's why I had to hit the bullshit meter all those times. Arthur, wait a second here. Arthur L. gave 5 people memberships. Frigid, I Am the Don, Dan Menz, Justin Steves. Those 3 got a membership. And then the Humbled one, and then Marty J. Welcome to this channel. The information's pretty dangerous on the channel. Just thought I'd let you know there, buddy. Unibank is the largest bank in Latin America and the 10th largest bank in the world. Oh, shit. Let's see. I'm going, oh, look at all, it shows in 2018. These are all the Ripple partners in 2018. Standard Chartered, Royal Bank of Canada, Westpac, Santander, Mizuho, BBVA, SEB, UBS, MUFG, BMO, Fab1, CIBC, AC Bank, Yes Bank, Reese Bank, Axis Bank, SCB, Siam Commercial Bank, that's in Thailand, and then SBI Remit. So, Crypto Hulk, show me the evidence on Ripple in Brazil. Well, if we look right here, here's how it all started. I like history personally. I like to know how things work. Here's what we have a video. Go to the 1 second mark. It talks about the International Ripple Business Association, or the IRBA. If we then go to the 6 second mark, 6 second mark, then we can see this is 2015. 10 years ago, we know for a fact, 100%, Ripple was in Brazil. Go to the 24 second mark, 24 second mark, and you'll see what? Brazil, and then RipX. Remember that article I just showed you? RIPPEX. That's the second Ripple gateway. That's what we're looking at right here. Is a 2015, the second Ripple gateway. There's your article that I just showed you. Latin America's largest Ripple gateway launches in Brazil. So this is 2014. I got evidence. If you look on my channel there on the post page, 2013 is when Ripple officially got into South America, Brazil. Okay, 2013. So I don't think that the Unibank is starting to look at stable coins. I think that's bullshit. I think I provided enough evidence for that. Where are we at as far as time? 38 minutes. Okay, let me check some comments and we'll go to the next article. MV Pesagasti. MV Pesagiste. Okay, loves the show. Couldn't wait to get home to watch it. I mean, it is pretty exciting, this show. What we do is we look at facts. I have a fact-based channel. I don't know all the answers. I got more questions than answers. But what I do is I do a lot of research and I present my information to you so you can have a better educated decision if you want to invest in anything or not. I spend a lot of time in this channel to provide you with the evidence to where you could just look at this stuff. I make it easy as possible. Because in the end, when everything takes off, I don't want you to have to look in the mirror and tell yourself, I'm the biggest dumb shit on the planet because I wasn't listening to Crypto Hulk Show. I want you to look at all my evidence that I present. Not that I know. I could be wrong on a lot of stuff. But at least you're looking at evidence, and then you have to make your own decision up, all right? And remember now, there's a lot of sneaky little games all these people in crypto play. All these people are criminals. And with most of my career in law enforcement, I'm used to dealing with criminals. That's how I can look through some of this stuff. I got a bullshit meter and it goes off. When I see dumb shit, I'll let you know. When I see, Unibank is lying, they're totally straight up lying, I got to hit the bullshit meter. Because I can take Ripple all the way back to 2013. You're going to tell, and then 2018 is when Unibank joined them. So what, in 7 years, they haven't made a stable coin? That's so fucking stupid. All right. Michael David said, ZK Sync is a big player. That's why I wanted to get into that ZK Sync because, man, it's like in there and it's like some of that Ethereum. Like, I'm not into Ethereum shit. I'm not. But when I see the biggest players in there and they're fucking with that Ethereum shit, and I've never gotten into anything, but I see these big players in this Ethereum thing with IBM and shit and all the other ones. I'm like, I'm getting ZK Sync. I can't afford Chainlink. It's out of my price. But the ZK Sync, I'm getting that. That's kind of like I'm gambling with it. And that's fine with me. It's only 25% of my monthly. Michael David saying, I see all the players in there. Scrim de la Creme says, ZK Sync does look promising. Hey, look, some of this stuff we're going to invest in is not going to happen, and some of it's going to go to the moon. All right. So diversify. Don't put everything in one. I showed you, I invested in like an Ethereum kind of product, ZK Sync. And why? Because I'm trying to make something off of that. I don't invest in Ethereum shit. But when I'm seeing players like that involved, IBM and shit, and the different ones, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to spend 25% of my monthly allowance. And maybe in 6 months or a year from now, that shit might take off. It's whenever the government gets regulations, whenever DeFi starts to finally work, when DeFi takes off, that ZK Sync makes me fucking rich, okay? So, then I didn't buy a fuck ton of it, but maybe it probably won't make me rich, but maybe it'll help buy me a house. So, okay. Michael David says, it's good. I see Z-Sync, huge connections. Yep. I want in early. I want to get Z-Sync before it gets like an Ondo at 80 cents, right? That's why I'm like, I should have got Ondo, but I was broke at the time because I spent all my allowance money. And then I saw the ZK and I said, you know what? Maybe that thing goes up to $1.80. I think I paid 7 cents for it. I can't remember, but if it goes from 7 cents to $1.80, cool. Justin Stephen. Thank you very much for the tax-free donation. Knowledge is power. Diversity is key buy for long term. Hulk. Wormhole in the same category as ZK Sync. Wormhole's another one. I know that they had some kind of a hack or something, but I've seen Wormhole popping up. So that's kind of like one of those other ones where, heck, I'll throw $500 in it or something, Now I got a ton of Flare. Well, for me, it's a ton, but it's other people probably wouldn't consider it a ton, but MV Pesagiste. Crypto Hawk, I forgot to tell you, I love the show with Kevin Brown. A lot of information. Very interesting. I would love for you to do it more often. Kevin Brown. What the hell's that? I think it means Caleb and Brown. Okay. Yeah. I'm like, who the fuck is Kevin Brown? I know I did a show with that one Italian dude once who believes in the what's he let Nick? What's his fucking name? He believes in the Nassar Jassar or some shit. Whatever that guy's name is. Can't remember, so many years ago. The Force. Thank you very much. Tax-free donation. I think, was a guy named Lou? lose something or other. Or I don't know. I don't like doing shows with people. I really don't. I like Caleb Brown. And I'll make an exception with that. Because I'm kind of like learning too. I don't like doing shows with people. But I guess because with Caleb Brown, it's like I'm trying to learn more about their business because I don't trade. I'm not a trader. I don't know anything about calls, puts, and all these. I don't know a fucking thing. What I am is a long-term hodler. I'm a researcher. I looked into Caleb Brown and very proud to have them as I'm an affiliate for them. And I'm going to look forward to seeing you guys in Las Vegas. So show and chat rock. Oh, the show rocks and the chat says the force. Well, we try to do our best here. Yeah, the QRFS dude. Yeah, that dude. What's his name? Mel. Yeah, Mel, whatever the fuck his name is. I did a show with him like 4 years ago or some shit, but I don't want to do another one. Please don't tell him. I'm not trying to do another one. I just don't like doing shows with people. That's it. Linda McNee. Whew, thank you very much for that hot pink donation, tax-free. Oh, wait. Don't hack me. I put 3 of your live show reruns on my play list. Hit play, fell out. Yeah, do that. So, look, if you don't have money for donations on this channel, I understand. Sometimes you're poor, right? Some people got money to donate, tax-free. So what I want you to do is this. Like every video. Share the video. Save the video to your YouTube favorites. Share the video. If you have to just share it to your own email, do it. And then lastly, pick videos, like 10 of them or something every day, and just let them run one by one. Turn the volume off, go to work, whatever, go to sleep at night, turn the Crypto Hulk on. That's your donation right there. That algorithm helps me reach other people, so you're helping my mission. Do you get it? I know you're not giving any money. Just run those fucking shows, and the algorithm, it looks like we got people that are active on the show. Your comment. Oh, in the comment section, just write comment. There you go. The more things like that you do, it makes the algorithm open up to other people. Okay. And definitely donations are tax-free, appreciated. Michael David, 10 years in the game. Look, I'm not going to XRP Las Vegas to cause a problem. I've got some business I got to take care of there. And of course, I have an axe to grind with that whole fucking crowd, but I'm not trying to go in there and disrupt all these fucking nerds because these people need friends. They need a purpose to live. They're going there to make friends in the XRP family. And it just wouldn't be good if I said, hey, I got a question about Ripple Russia. Can you tell us about Z payment? Why January 9th, 2014, Z payment was given an on-ramp to the XRP ledger? David Schwartz, how about you answer that one? He'll be like, can we go to commercial? I got another one. Hey, Ripple China. Hey, David Schwartz, why aren't they like kind of like our enemy right now? And so why did Ripple hook up Ripple China? Why did you guys send Justin Sun over there? I'm just kind of curious to hook up Ripple China. And you actually gave them in 2013, November it is, 2013. David Schwartz, why don't you guys give China a digital currency before even the United States or anybody in the whole world? Why was China the first country really to have a digital currency? David Schwartz, mind answering that question? I'm going to have security all over me and they're going to kick me out. I already know how this goes. They can't handle truth, all right? So I'm not going to waste my time and go in that little fuckfest meeting and end up getting arrested or whatever for just asking a simple question. I don't use Facebook, so it's not me. Hey, Hulk, I got a friend request from you on Facebook. No, it's not. Look, I'm not trying to be buddy's friend. You guys not get this? You're new, but I'm not here to like make friends. I'm here to make you rich. That's all that I'm here for. All right. I'm not trying to go to Ripple Las Vegas. And I mean, I want to meet the fans, but I'm not trying to exchange phone numbers. Not trying to get on your buddy list. Hey, Crypto Hulk, I live near San Francisco. I don't care where the fuck you live. Crypto Hulk, I live in Reno. I don't fucking care. I'm not trying to meet you. All right. My goal is to teach you how to get rich. That's all I'm trying to do. All right. If you want to do something good with the money you make, help poor people. Okay. That's what I want you to do. You better keister. Who the fuck said? Vinny War Dogs, like, you better keister an Apple tag just in case. Oh my God. Don J says, I will be in Vegas for the conference. Good luck. XDC will bust cherries. Oh, the comments on this dumb shit. All right. COTI, C-O-T-I. We have another investment opportunity for some people here. Let's look at COTI. Reno Hells Angels want to recruit you. I don't want to work with violent ass people. Look, I worked in enough jails. I've dealt with that particular group of people. I'm just not trying to get mixed up in that. That was my old life where I had to work that shit and deal with these high-ranking officials in that particular organization. I had to deal with them. And hey, they got their job and I got my job. You know, no hard feelings. Lions Den Dan, thank you very much for the tax-free. And why did Justin's son go to China to help with the CNY? I got the web page for that. I showed it. I'd have to go back and find it again. But yeah, it's on the Ripple, what I call the Ripple yearbook. And Justin's son was sent to China to help hook up Ripple China. The article, it clearly shows that on the Ripple yearbook. All right. COTI. Let me post this again. COTI. Here's another investment opportunity you might want to look into. I don't know if COTI has a crypto. A native token. You might want to look into it. Let's go with the article, but we will see what crypto they're using. COTI welcomes new partnerships for privacy-focused ecosystem growth. Oh, it's a privacy platform. We are thrilled to announce 3 new partners. Axelar, there you are, right there. You can buy Axelar, AXL, on Caleb and Brown, my sponsor. Halborn, see, this is like, what's the date of this? About 4 months old-ish, right around there. About 4 months old. COTI. I haven't heard anything on it. Somebody said it to me the other day. I'm like, you know what? Let's look into COTI because it's kept a real quiet. But Axelar is working with them. Halborn is working with them and BuildBox. Okay. And they're talking about Web3. So here's the deal. This whole Web3 is not here, let's say, right now in full force. Like with DeFi and that sort of thing, it's coming. So what I'm showing you now, Axelar, look, Axelar's in with Biddle. Axelar's working with BlackRock via Ondo. And then Ripple's a partner of Axelar. I'm telling you what, Axelar keeps popping up, everybody. Might be one to look into buying, okay? Even if you get maybe 100 or whatever is it, Caleb Brown, $500 worth or something, I would seriously consider Axelar. Coty's privacy-centric Layer 2 is built on the first on-chain implementation of garbled circuits, a revolutionary, lightweight, and powerful technology developed in partnership with Soda Labs. It says it's generating momentum as we head into 2025. As we announced last month, Coty has put in motion a bold vision to help bring about a confidential, chain-agnostic version of Web3. Axelar, the privacy on demand, is enabled by Axelar. There we go again, AXL, which supports over 70 Ethereum virtual machine and non-Ethereum virtual machine chains. Everybody, Axelar. Let's look here. It talks about Halborn. It talks about BuildBox. Oh, let's talk about Halborn for a minute. Halborn will become Coty's security advisor, empowering ecosystems, smart contracts, and stuff. With a 5-year track record, clients like Circle, hello, that's Stellar right there, but Circle is a client of Halborn. So I'd suggest get you some Circle or Stellar if you'd like. Solana, Solana's popping up. Phantom is popping up, and Amica Brand. So this is Halborn. Then we got BuildBox, who's involved with Axelar. I think that'll be it for that particular article right there. Let's go to the next article. Let me check questions here, comments. I got another large article coming up here in about 1 minute or so. It seems, here's Scrim de la Creme. Seems pretty clear it's time to start building up the Axelar bag. I totally agree. I think next month I'm going to look into that. Putting at least 25% into Axelar. It's at right now 35 cents. Axelar has great staking rewards. ZK Sync is on Caleb and Brown. That's where I bought it. I swear, Axelar is mentioned every show these days. You know what? I'm seeing that too. Axelar is just starting to come up like a lot. All right. Just buy Axelar and do not stake it. Get it on Caleb Brown. Just let it sit in their custody and let it go. Later, when all we get crypto rules and crypto laws and all that stuff is done, then we'll go with the green light to stake, but we ain't doing shit right now. I'm not going to stake any of my crypto until it's like at least $1,000 each. And then we got to have all the protections and regulations in place. I'm not risking losing anything. Okay, clear token. How much time we got? 1 hour. We're at the 1 hour mark. Okay, I'm going to burn through this one. Damn. Nope, you know what? I got to save this for tomorrow. I have to. Linda says, me either, no staking. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? The next article I got here is massive, and we're going to talk about some cryptos to invest in. I'm going to make a show for the morning, 7 a.m. Did I hear steak? About White Rock. Okay, so then I think I'll call it a wrap. It's already an hour. It's good enough. It's Friday. I got to do something. I got to get out of the house and pick up. Where do I got to go? I got to pick up some things, and then I got one article here for tomorrow. This article is so huge. It's fucking enormous. It's going to... Okay, we're back again. YouTube shut us off, and we're back. Yeah, tomorrow morning, I'll make a show because this next article, it's going to take me 15 minutes. It's massive. This goes so deep, you guys. You have no idea. Like, this next article is dealing with banks and crypto exchanges and securities sales and global clearing of all like the DTC. This is fucking huge. So I can't just throw this one in right now. It's going to take me 15 minutes. My voice is already gone. I've already been through 2 cough drops already. So I'm going to hold at that. So if you want to get up early, it depends on where you're at. It might be late, but I'll have a show at 7 a.m. I got one good solid article for the show. I'm going to later on come home, get some tequila, and look for news articles, and then be up at 5:30 in the morning and have a show at 7, and then go do some workout at about 8 o'clock or 8:15 right after the show in the morning. So with that, do you have to go to meet Maxine? Ow, what the hell's wrong with you? Good thing I'm not drinking, or you'd be the buzz buster. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sitting there drinking, I'm feeling all high and shit, and then this guy says some shit like that. I'm like, fuck. There goes the buzz. I got Maxine on my brain. Okay. I got to go do some stuff they call life. And then later, I got to pound down some shots and try to put together a show. And that's for show. I'll see y'all in the morning if you're there.